Bishop and the members of the conference, our report may be found on page 74 of your pre-conference journal. I am Roger Parker, the chairperson of Hispanic Latino Ministries, and this is Carlos Ramirez, who is the Associate Director of the Office of Mission for Hispanic and Latino Ministries, and he is also one of our conference missionaries. You can find Hispanic ministries all across our state, in places like Tulsa and Oklahoma City, but you can also find them in places like Heavener and Guyman and Laverne. They basically take two forms. One is a fellowship, a gathering of people that may take the form of a Bible study or a Sunday school class or a worship service or all of those things. And then we do have one United Methodist Mission Church. At this time, we would like to share with you by way of video some of those ministries that are taking place all across Oklahoma.
Bishop, clergy colleagues, and lay delegates. My name is Carlos Ramirez, and I'm the coordinator for Hispanic Latino Ministry in our conference. I am proud to bring this report to you because many exciting things have happened in the last year. I would like to start by presenting to you the fellowships and their work.
We are Vida en Abundancia United Methodist Church, and we want to say thank you, Oklahoma Annual Conference. Since we chartered as a mission church in August 2008, we have really celebrated. We have had over 100 professions of faith, many weddings, many baptisms, hundreds of worship services. We have had many revivals across the conference and hundreds of prayer services. We are Vida en Abundancia United Methodist Church, and we want to say thank you, Oklahoma Annual Conference.
My name is Wendy Neal, and I'm an associate pastor at St. Luke's in Oklahoma City, and I serve as the pastor of Hispanic Ministries at Hillcrest Puente de Vida in Oklahoma. The church is located in southwest Oklahoma City, where there's a large, growing Hispanic presence. Most of the members of our congregation are Spanish-speaking. However, we are a bilingual congregation, and we worship bilingually in English and Spanish. We're a relatively young congregation with lots of families and young children, which is really reflective of the Hispanic population in general. It's an exciting time to be in ministry on the south side of Oklahoma City. We had Vacation Bible School last summer for children, youth, and adults. And we, along with St. Luke's, offered a fall arts camp for elementary-age children during the first week of fall break, which led to the beginning of an arts-based after-school program that meets every Monday through Thursday at the church during the school year. We had a living nativity during Advent and invited the community to come and see, and we are excited about our Wednesday night ministries in partnership with Asbury here in Oklahoma City for the whole family, bringing English speakers and Spanish speakers together in the church at the same time for study and worship. We're so grateful to St. Luke's and the Oklahoma Annual Conference, not just for your financial support, but for having a vision and enthusiasm for ministry with Hispanic persons in Oklahoma. And with God's help, we're working to transform lives through Christ, and it wouldn't happen without you. So on behalf of Hillcrest Puente de Vida, thank you.
My name is Daniel Llanos, and I serve in La Nueva Esperanza United Methodist Church. The Nueva Esperanza tries to live out John Wesley's words, "The world is our parish." We have received a new building that the Tulsa district provides for us. In it, we have grown from 70 to 140 attendees each Sunday, with 3 Sunday school groups, 1 contemporary worship service in the morning, 1 service of evangelization in the evenings, and we are about to start a traditional service early Sunday. With God's help, we have initiated a process of growth, which has been a dream we have had for years. Our goal is to keep growing and plant new churches in the Tulsa area. Keep us in your praise, and thank you for your support.
Hello, my name is Obed Alba. I am the minister at Heavener Hispanic Fellowship El Buen Pastor. The minister at the Heavener is a time challenging, but with God's help, we are a congregation of 40 adults and 9 youth and about 27 children from the new babies to 12 years old. The congregation is very community. Since August of last year, we start a prayer band. The brothers and sisters did not know how to play an instrument, but God has blessed their effort and dedication. Now we have live music every Sunday morning. We have 2 Bible student groups every week, one on Thursday focus on prayer and the other on Saturday focus on discipline. The youth joined First United Methodist Church in Hispanic to have their Bible students every Sunday at 6 in the evening. A combined effort from the English and Spanish-speaking congregation make this student possible. Last year, we accumulated more than 10,000 miles in our van to help and serve the community. These serves take different shape. For instance, visit jails, hospital, the Mexican consul, immigration office, appointment with lawyers, and many other ways of service. Each time we serve the community is an opportunity to share the good news. Our strength as congregation is evangelism. Through the help and support we give the community, many brothers and sisters are now a part of our church. Thank you, Oklahoma Annual Conference, for your support, and we ask that you continue to pray for our church and for the Hispanic community in Hispanic, so that each day more may come to the feet of our Lord Jesus Christ.
In addition to the amazing job the fellowships are doing, we are working at the conference level to implement the plan made in 2011 that calls for strengthening the existing congregations, raise new leadership, and start new faith communities. We have realized that the dropout rate from the high school in the Hispanic community is a major issue. We think that one way to minister to our communities addressing this issue is to start after-school programs in our fellowships. We want to reach out to children and youth who are at risk and minister to them. We have started a partnership with the General Board of Global Ministries in the Young Adult Missionary Department to help us run the program. The after-school program is also allowing us to get to know the people in our community and their needs. We will offer life skill classes to the parents of the children in the after-school program. For the last 10 months, we implemented a training called Lay Missionary Planting Network, or LMPN. Participants have explored basic elements in church planting, Methodism, work in the local church, and many additional topics. This has been a time of discernment for laity to understand where God is calling them to work. Beginning with the Hispanic Latino Lay Academy, laity will deepen their studies by focusing on their area of interest. A newly developed leadership plan allows laity to enter into discipleship and ministry in many different ways. 1. LMPN, 2. Hispanic Latino Lay Academy, 3. Course study, or 4. Seminary. We desire laity to follow the calling by exploring many levels of learning and training for God's work in their local church and beyond. Through the successful implementation of the after-school program and by raising leadership, we will be able to branch out into areas of our conference to start new faith communities. We are very intentional in being in partnership with districts and non-Hispanic churches, and want to thank all the churches and districts that are involved in the Hispanic Latino ministry. As you can see, it has been a busy and great year for us as we start in this new era of Hispanic Latino ministry in our conference. We are looking forward to what God has in store for us and how the ministry will grow with the Holy Spirit's inspiration. We extend an invitation to all of you to join us in this work. How? There are 3 ways you and your congregation could. Start a discernment process. we could start a series of conversations to explore the possibilities of your congregation to become a site for a new ministry. Also, partner with an existing ministry and work together to expand the working ministry. Volunteers. We will need a lot of help to get our after-school programs going. Maybe you or someone you know would be interested in serving the Hispanic Latino population by volunteering. Funding. We will continue to train new leaders, plant new faith communities, and while funding is only a part of the ministry, it is still a needed one. You could send your support to the Ministry Center. Make sure your contribution is marked Hispanic Latino Ministry. Thank you for your support, and Dios bendiga nuestra conferencia. God bless our conference.
We also have a picture, if that can be put up on our screen, of the group of people who went through our lay training. And we want to share with you that for an entire Saturday, for 10 months out of this past year, 25 persons came from places as far away as Guyman to come and gather and to receive instruction in a variety of areas of ministry and to gain some expertise. We know since the beginning of the early church that there's always been differentiations in various offices of ministry. Well, this group came together, they wrestled with that, they talked about what that meant in the church today for them, and they began to discern each one their own calling. But what I am really overjoyed about is that every single one of those persons who came and those that are a part of our fellowships and congregations, that they have decided that every single person in their congregation is called to the ministry. The other joy is that in this process, we have one young woman from the Vita congregation who's a high school age student who feels that she is called into the ministry. And we would like to share with you one other way that we are in the ministry.
Hi, I am Pastor Modesto Mamani of the Bolivian Methodist Church in Bolivia. I want to share with you about our last 40-hour fasting. We had that fasting with our brothers and sisters, especially with 16 districts we had in this city, La Paz City. In that fasting, we collect around $200. That money we give to the Pastor David Stevenson in order to help to new Spanish ministry of the Oklahoma Conference. I hope that our contribution can help you, and also your contribution can help us. In this way we can improve in our ministries. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Y quiero hacer una entrega especial. Gracias a ustedes se ha recaudado 1.540,70 centavos. Y voy a hacer esta entrega al pastor David Stevenson para que en su conferencia sea multiplicado no en un 100%, sino en un 1000%. Amén.
Este es el regalo más especial que yo he cargado en mi vida.
The General Assembly of Oklahoma Annual Conference is in 3 weeks.
La Asamblea General de la Conferencia de Oklahoma es en 3 semanas.
And I will present this gift to the conference.
Y voy a presentar este regalo a la conferencia.
On behalf of Bishop Hayes,
Y de parte del obispo Hayes
the Oklahoma Conference,
y de la conferencia de Oklahoma
and the Spanish-speaking persons of Oklahoma,
y de las personas que hablan español en Oklahoma,
I want to say,
yo quiero decir
thank you.
muchas gracias.
Bishop Hayes, during a 40-hour fast, we heard the IMB heard the call of John Wesley that the world is our parish. the church decided that it wanted to be involved in mission in someplace other than Bolivia, and they immediately thought of Oklahoma. They took up these in the last hour of the fast, they took up an offering. The average Methodist makes less than $1 a day. And they took up this offering and they tied it onto me, and they asked me to come and deliver it to you to help start a second Spanish-speaking church here in Oklahoma. In addition to that, the Bishop Rojas of Bolivia has assigned one of our finest pastors, Pastor Modesto Mamani, who many of you know, to come and serve for 1 year under your direction to help, and under Carlos's, to help start a Spanish-speaking church here in Oklahoma City.
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. David.